you'll come around, but figured if I'm going to be out here on the bike, I may as well pop on live just in case. Been a while since I've been out here. The whole New Year, New Me situation is upon us here in the beginning of January 2023. It's day 5. I've been doing my 30-day challenge, 5 days in. No sugary drinks, no soda, no chocolate, no white bread, no white potatoes, no fast food, and no a bunch of other things. No cheating so far. Haven't really had any cravings either, which is good. And the cravings that I did have, a few, I was able to, substitute fruit or vegetables, and then glasses of water are helping me with my portion control. Drinking more water, it's taking up more space, so that's a good thing. Let's see, one, two, there we go. Crank up the resistance a little bit, burn some calories, exercise my legs. Not going to go too crazy. Probably just go for 15 minutes or so. But I've also been doing a 5-day challenge with some friends on Facebook, where we need to try and do 5 servings of protein a day, 5 minutes of meditation a day, 5 minutes of stretching a day, at least 64 ounces of water a day. What else? One more thing. Stretching, protein, water, meditation. That might be it. But it's pretty cool, and I'm doing good with that as well. Hopefully everybody else has some good goals set for themselves for the new year. I will be turning 50 this year, October 29th. And my biggest goal is to finish building my wife and my dream house on top of our property. And my second biggest goal is to not look like I'm pregnant anymore. I'm kind of tired of carrying this spare tire around. So we'll see if I can keep the habits that I create during my 30-day challenge and during this 5-day challenge. The meditation part is not really my thing. I'm not 100% sure I see the benefits of it. So I just been searching on YouTube. Just search 5-minute meditation. And that's what I've been doing the past 4 days. Because we started this, the 5-day challenge, we started on the 2nd. We started Monday, so tomorrow will be the last day for it. And the meditation that I listened to today on YouTube was actually pretty good. So, and I'm just doing 5 minutes, I get it, 5 minutes is the minimum. But, if you've never done it before and you're not really into it, 5 minutes is still doable, because maybe there are some benefits that you can get from it. And then the stretching. That's one thing that I really struggle with. I've never been into stretching. I always forget to stretch. Even when I used to ride bikes a lot, when I was still living down in Florida, I would often forget to stretch before and after. And the older you get, the more it matters. I can't tell you when the last time I was able to touch my toes. And I've tried to do it a few times and quit or forgot about stretching before I got there. So that's another goal of mine this year, is to be able to touch my toes again. Because as each day passes and I get closer to being 50, I think it's more important now than ever that I try and, hey, Mr. G, how's it going, brother? I think it's more important now than ever that I start, stretching and getting in a little bit better shape. As anybody who's getting older or is older knows, the older you get, the tougher things get. We can't do what we once used to be able to do as easily. And when we get hurt, we stay hurt a little bit longer than we used to. Let me give this thing another 3 turns. It don't feel like enough. Let me give it 2 more, 3 more. Give this thing a little bit more tension. So in order to get my house built, I'm going to need a lot more money than I have right now. And so I've got some things that I don't use anymore. I probably won't ever use again. So I'm going to start selling off some of my stuff. And then working whenever I can. Good night, Mr. G. I'm doing well. I appreciate you stopping in, brother. So start simplifying and paring down stuff again. Anything I don't use or don't need, I'm going to get rid of. I know I've got some tools that I have, 2 and 3 of the same tool. So some of that stuff will start getting thinned out as well. I've got some lawn equipment that still has value that can get sold that I'm not using. I may get rid of my WR250 because I've not ridden it nearly as much as I thought I would. It only being a 250, I don't feel comfortable riding it on the interstate. It's got a 6-speed transmission. It'll run highway speeds. It just doesn't have a lot of guts once it's there to be able to get yourself out of a situation if you need to. And any off-road trails are all quite a ways away from me, except for just a few little short trails that we have around here. 10 minutes, 23 seconds so far. 14 mile an hour. 2.55 miles. And 62 calories burned. So go ahead and cut this thing back down to make it a little bit easier to pedal. So I don't know if anybody cares what I got to say, but that's all right. It's a video. Just giving myself motivation to keep spinning on this bicycle. Figure I'll go until I work up a little bit of a sweat at least. All right, let me pick up my cadence. I just don't want to overdo it and wind up hurting tomorrow, because I've got a lot to get done before my concrete comes on Tuesday to pour my walls. I've got to get the driveway repaired. I've got to get some more gravel up on the driveway in a few spots. I've got to get the inside of the block walls all cleaned out, including taking down the new garage, the portable garage that I put up, because that's going to be in the way. So I got to get everything out of the way and get cleared up, and then I got to finish putting in the rebar. All right, 3.2 miles, 78 calories burned, 13 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and take all the tension off of this and just start cooling down. Heart rate is 102. Now, I know with this video I'm live off of my phone, and on this channel I've only got a handful of subscribers. So once I hop off, it's going to automatically switch to private. But as soon as I can, I'll switch it back to public, because I'm sure a handful of my friends will be by to run this and give me a little watch hours. But this channel is just for fun right now. It's so far away from monetization that it's not even funny, but just doing it for enjoyment, for my own motivation to get on this bike. It helps me out. "14 minutes, 47 seconds. So just a little while longer, and then I'll get up and I'll stretch out on these pedals a little bit, stretch out my calves. A stationary bike is a real good place to stretch out your calves, because when you're on the pedals, you're standing on the pedals with your toes, and you could drop your heels down and it really stretches out your calves nice. "92 calories. All right, 15 and a half minutes on the bike, 14 and a quarter minutes on the live stream here. So I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, I'm going to stretch out my calves here for 30 seconds or so, and then I'll cut this live stream off. I want to thank Mr. G 1965 for giving me that thumbs up and popping by for a minute before he had to take off to go to bed so he can work tomorrow. And anybody that comes in on the replay, I appreciate y'all, and go check out Mr. G 1965. And I got something in my throat. It's not the Rona, I promise. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.